Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. It is Tuesday night. It is 7 p.m. It is Eastern Standard Time. So wherever this is finding you live in the big wide world, that is the YouTube space, right? So welcome, everyone. I am Melissa Watkins, evidential medium and master instructor with integrated energy therapy. And all of that can be found on my website, which is right there under my name. So good evening. It's Tuesday. So what I do on Tuesdays is I pull one free card for as many as we can fit into the hour. So hello. If you are new here, welcome. For those of you who have recently subscribed, thank you. One of the things that I do to help the moderation of the chat is I do make it so that you have to be at least a subscriber for a week. So if you're here and you can't chat, that is why. So please subscribe. And hopefully next week we will get to fit you in. So hello, Maria. Hello, Des4 and Mariana. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. So if you're watching this on the replay, take what resonates. And I'm going to, this is kind of the PSA for everyone. Spirit is going to bring through the most beneficial message for the most people. So even if I'm pulling a card for someone else, but something really hits you in the heart, right? It really, or you feel it in your gut, right? Know that that message is also coming through for you. So if I'm not able to fit you on or you're watching on the replay, there are still messages that you can benefit from. So that is the announcement. Hello, one of a kind. Hello, hello. All right, so we are going to stick with the Archangel Power Tarot cards by Radleigh Valentine. I just feel like these are the ones that are the heavy hitters for this style of reading. So welcome, everyone. I hope you're doing well. If you've not checked out the event section on my website, do that. I've got an in-person class in March, and then I have a virtual online class in April. And both of them will help you to raise your vibrational frequency and to access your own intuition. So if you're someone that feels like you're intuitive but aren't really sure, or you would like some instruction, please head over to my website. And seats are filling up, so it's exciting. I don't usually have seats filling up this soon or far out, to be honest with you. The in-person class will max out at about 6, and the online one will not max out. So if you're someone that you're just looking for support, head over there, check that out for sure. And all the ways to work with me. So that's all there. Also, until the end of the month, there is 10% off either the service for the integrated energy therapy, which is called Empower Me Session, or if you're looking for intuitive guidance or mediumship reading, that is the angelic guidance, and that is there, and that's 10% off with the code HOLIDAY. So that I don't think is anywhere except on my Facebook. So if you're, or I did a couple of email, if you're subscribed to my email list, that's the best way to stay up to date with everything I got going on, guys, because it's getting crazy. And it's only January 13th. So I'm really excited about this year. So, all right, I got a podcast dropping tonight with Chrissy in the Ruckus Room. And there's also a promotion with the Ruckus Room. So if you go over to Flagler Voice on YouTube at Flagler Voice, you can watch my podcast with Chrissy. And in the description box, there is also 15% off of the angelic guidance for those members and subscribers and watchers and listeners. So we got a lot of good things going on. It's all crazy. All right, so let's get this party started, shall we? She's like, stop talking. Just pull the cards. I feel it, guys. I feel it. I know. Because that would be me if I was sitting in your chair. Stop talking. Just pull the cards. It's all good. I will. All right. Hello, Des4. Welcome. Let's see what Spirit has for you tonight. You got 2. Not going to lie. They came out together. So we got 2 of Raphael, 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful, kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love. And then we got the 10 of Gabriel that came out with it. Ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load. Working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. Ooh, okay. All right, so what I'm getting from these 2 cards together is you've gotta set some boundaries. That, you definitely have people around you who love you, and if this is about someone in particular, I mean, it does feel like they do love you. You are kindred spirits. However, when we do too much, or we give too much, or we get into any kind of codependent relationship, it's really important to set those boundaries, and you may even have to, like, set them with yourself is what it feels like, um, because it feels like you're giving and giving and giving, and you're not getting the reciprocity. You're not getting reciprocal energy, emotion, whatever, and it's really hurting you because you really love this person, and they really love you, but it's almost like because you're not putting up that boundary, you're not giving them the, ability to show up for you. You're not giving them the time or the space to, be there for you in the way that you want, or in the way that they're able to. Because sometimes people really, can't show up the way we want them to, but if we can, um, be accepting of where they are and how much they can give, then that can work out, right? Um, and if it really is a situation where there isn't reciprocity and there isn't going to be reciprocity, then you have to decide what to do. You know, this might not even be romantic partnership. This could be a boss, a coworker, a family member, but it feels like they do truly care about you. Like there is an emotional connection between the two of you, but you're doing all the work. And so it's got this kind of Cinderella feel of, you know, I'm doing all the work. I'm here drudging, worrying, trying to strive and drive, trying to fix, and it's not working. And I'm tired. And I need you to show up. And I do. I feel like you're tired at the heart level. It's not a physical tired, it's a soul level tired. Like I give and I give and I give. And I'm just not getting it back, right? But if you set those boundaries, um and take those steps to allow them to show up, give them the space and the grace they need to show up. Um, or even, being able to ask for help will have people showing up. So it feels like there might be even a feeling of like, isolation or I'm alone in this or, um, I'm getting that soul level tired. And so sometimes, especially if we're a people pleaser or we're someone who is kind of in survival mode, it's really hard, right? It's really, really hard to ask for help, and it can almost feel terrifying, and so you just don't do it because you're almost frozen in place. So this may be where you need to get in communication with your spirit guides that are there to help you and, ask them, you know, "How do I ask for help?" or "Help me to ask for help," and make sure that you're asking a person who does love you unconditionally. You're not asking somebody who maybe has an agenda, in the relationship with you. So being discerning about who you're asking the help from, but, yeah, that's kinda what I'm getting with those 2 cards. I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Okay. I think that was a good start. I do, I do, I do. I think that was a good start. Alright, so, alright, so let's get those nice and shuffled up. Alright, and down to hello, Maria, how are you? I hope you're staying warm. I hope you're staying warm in this weather. We are in central New York, and we are in the lake effect belt, so we get very cold weather, on very sunny days, or we get very warmish weather on gloomy days. So it can be a little difficult place to live in, the wintertime because you can get, seasonal depression and not enough vitamin D, and so, yeah, I hope you're taking care of yourself over there, honey. She's literally in my backyard. So thank you for being here. I truly appreciate it. All right. I hope I'm getting all the, comments. Let me just go to YouTube on my phone and see if I'm getting all the comments because I don't know, it just doesn't feel like I am. I could be wrong. Interestingly enough, I have never looked at myself when I was actually live. Yeah, I don't see myself live. I don't know how to do that. Let's see if I can go here. Um, Interesting. I'm gonna have to learn how to do this. I don't know how to do this. Oh, good. Okay, good. People are commenting. Thank you. I was thinking I wasn't getting the comments. Okay. Um, Good, Daz. I'm so glad. I'm glad Spirit showed up for you in a way that it resonated. Absolutely. And yeah, Maria's like trying to stay warm, trying to stay positive, trying to stay out of seasonal depression. I hear you. Um, I actually, because of where we are and how cold it is, and we do get a lot of snow, we actually have a mall. And malls kind of have gone, enclosed malls have kind of gone out of, especially in these smaller towns. So our mall is very quiet. It's still open. We have a Bass Pro that I think keeps it running, to be honest with you, but the other shops and a couple of eateries, but it's a pretty quiet place. And so I've started, we have mall walkers, and I become a mall walker in my mid 50s. But that's what I did today. I had to get out and I had to move. It's a lot. Okay. So Maria, King of Raphael, warm, generous, honorable, refined. Gosh, I feel like that really, really, really sums you up. Yes, it is safe to trust the ability to accomplish many things all at once. Follow your creative passions. Yeah, Maria, I feel like Spirit is coming in to try to help you stand in your power for you. Like, it's time for you to be showing up for you, like you being your own divine masculine energy and really embodying the divine masculine energy of authority and capability and adherence to the rules. Yeah, I just feel like Archangel Raphael is coming in to help you get motivated for the next step. And part of that is this trust factor I'm feeling, that when you have done something for a very long time and you were in a very comfortable position, you knew what was expected, you became the authority in that realm, but now it's like this is a new road. And if you notice, he's actually on some kind of sea creature that's being his transportation, right? And that's what I'm picking up for you, that it is time for you to move into a new position, move into a new step, a new step of your journey. I do feel like it's wanting you to really start to trust whatever that idea is that you keep fluffing away. Like, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if that's for me. I feel like this card is some kind of validation, honey, that whatever it is you're thinking maybe is for you, I feel like it is for you. Okay. So yeah, I feel like it's time for you to really stand in your divine masculine and your own authority, be your own authority on whatever it is that you're feeling you're being guided to do. All right. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Oh, hey, Tracy. So nice of you to be here with us. Hello, Miss Cynthia. All right. Just giving this a little bit of a clear out. And now we are down to Mariana. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling well. Oh, card number 12, perspective, Archangel Shamuel. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. So the first thing I want to do is I'll show you the card. So this would be in the traditional tarot, this would be the I can't think of the name of the card, but the one where, he's upside down, new perspectives, which makes sense. This is a perspective card. But I want to actually read you the description of Archangel Shamuel, because I feel like that is really going to be a big part of your message. With what he's connected to. I have the wrong glasses on, but that's okay. Oh, I really have the wrong glasses on. Okay. The writing is really small. Okay, here we go. Now I look like Professor McGonagall. I just need my hat. All right. Archangel Shamuel is an exceptional divine being focused on bringing peace into our hearts and relationships so we can enjoy a happier and more meaningful life. Archangel Shamuel has vast powers and skills which can truly help you in your life journey and bring more love, joy, and fulfillment into your daily life. So he's the archangel of protection, divine love, soulmates, peaceful relationships, abundance, lost objects. He is the angel of the heart and divine love as he helps all human beings to expand their unconditional love, joy, compassion, forgiveness, and understanding in all areas of life. Sometimes through tough love, meaning he can teach you through challenging experiences so that you can learn your lessons and open your heart further in the long run. He's a powerful leader in the angelic realm. Yeah, I just feel like that was the message. So I think there may be, there are perspectives, of how you can be looking at your situation and what you've going through and what you've gone through, and maybe what yet there is to go through. Okay. Thanks, Tammy. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. There's always one in the crowd, right? So I think that what this is wanting you to do, Archangel Shamuel is coming in to help you change your perspective on what it is you're going through, why you're going through it, how you're going through it. And it's more about the going through it to get to the other side and surrendering to the divine and allowing the love in. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. As always, I'm not giving medical advice. Take what I say with a grain of salt. Always, go with your own intuition and advice from professionals. So, but thank you for being here. Okay. Hi, one of a kind bee. Welcome. So I was actually shuffling and two flew out. So one of a kind, because you were next on my list, these are for you. Okay. So you got 5 of Gabriel, a challenge you can resolve, withdraw from the drama of others, have patience with yourself and those around you. And you also got the Knight of Ariel, trustworthy, understanding, devoted, funny. There is so much to accomplish. Make a very detailed plan, being watched over by someone kind. So there's the other card and what it looks like. Knight of Ariel and 5 of Gabriel. So, okay. You got to slow it down. You got to slow it down. You're driving yourself crazy. Urgency is fear energy. So if you're trying to do anything out of urgency, I've got to get it done today. I've got to, get it done yesterday. I got to do it now. I got to right? That energy of like, we got to take a deep breath. We got to let it go. Because you can resolve it. Five of Gabriel is saying you have everything you need to resolve it. It's just may feel out of reach because of that urgency energy. But if you can make a plan and know that you're being protected and you're being watched over and everything is for you, that you're going to be able to receive the resources and opportunities that you need. But right now, in this being watched over by someone kind, I feel like that's a crossed over loved one that truly, truly loves you. It feels very motherly energy, very kind motherly energy. But I think to have patience with yourself and others around you. We can get into this. If I don't do it, it doesn't get done right. Or if I don't do it, I don't know that it's gotten taken care of. Or, so there's some kind of really kind of letting go of the reins a little bit. Really allowing others to help you. And, if this is any kind of like perfectionism, if that energy is what I'm feeling, like you got to let that go, that everything's going to work out. It's going to be okay. But you've got to surrender to the divine, surrender to whatever the faith is, right? And if you don't have any, this is where I would say maybe start a meditation practice or a gratitude journal. But we definitely got to flip the energy from fear to gratitude, to flip your cup from half empty to half full so that you can start receiving. Because I do feel like this is what these cards are telling me, that you've got blessings that are coming, but you're not letting them in because of the energy of whatever the fear is, whether it's guilt, whether it's grief, whether it's victimhood or unworthiness. I don't deserve it. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. 12 things every day you're grateful for. Let's flip that energy and let things in. All right. So I hope that resonated with you. Thank you for being here. All right. Maria said, I keep seeing 1111, but I don't have anything in the works. That's okay. That's okay. But seeing 1111 is letting your angels know they're there. They're supporting you, and they're communicating with you. All right. So just know that they're there for you. 11 is also the number that relates to Archangel Metatron. So if you're someone that sees 1111 a lot, or especially 1111 or 1111, Archangel Metatron, that is his master number, 11. So just know that there's something about your ascension path that's happening in this lifetime, and there's also being able to tap into your innate wisdom or get into communication with your Akashic records is definitely part of the contract that you came in with. So again, if you're someone that is wanting to be able to tune in, tune that dial in even clearer, someone you feel like you're tapped in, tuned on, but you're not turned on, right? You're tapped in, you're tuned in, but you're not turned on. The Awakening 5D course I got going on April, that's exactly what that course is all about. It's 6 weeks. I believe it's 6 Sundays for an hour and a half. And that's on my website in the event section. Oh, you're welcome, one of a kind bee. You're very welcome. She's like, I needed to hear that. Perfect. Spirit speaks. I'm just the messenger. But yeah, if you're someone that really wants to be able to tap into your own intuition, the in-person certification course in March, one weekend, one of the things IET does is it releases dense energy and helps you raise your vibrational frequency. And so one of the byproducts of being certified and being on an integrated energy therapy journey or healing, using that healing modality, is you do get into connection with your with your spirit team, um, you're able to get into connection more clearly. And so both of those will help you. So if you're someone that is really looking for that kind of help, being able to trust and act what you're getting, trust and act on what you're getting. The 6-week course is foundational. I'm going to give you a lot of information, but I'm also going to give you practices. I'm also going to give you um, ways in which you can tap into your different clairs. And also, one of the things about being in a class or in a group, we amplify each other's energies. And so just by being together, it's easier to get into connection. And once you start to feel how you get into connection in the group setting, then it's easier to do that on your own because you have that validation of, oh, this is what it feels like when I'm in connection with my spirit guide, or oh, this is what it feels like when I'm getting a message in this way, right? So being in a group setting, taking a course, whether it's online or in person, you're you're all amplifying the energy of being able to get into connection with your spirit team. However that looks, whether you want to do it with crossed over loved ones, or you want to get in connection with your own higher self or your spirit guides. So, and we go through all of that, who they are, all of that is in the 6-week course. So that will be in April. But in March, if you're someone that really does have a lot of dense energy and you're in my area and you're able to commute to me, or even come to my area and stay for the weekend, you can be certified basic, intermediate, and advanced level and get the attunements to the 9 archangels that is part of the integrated energy therapy experience. So all of that information is on my website, guys. All right. All right, Miss Tracy. Hello, hello, hello. So glad you're here. And congratulations. Congratulations. I heard your baby's getting married. That's exciting. That's exciting. All right. So let's see what we got here. The other thing I will say about the 5-day awakening course, the way I am offering a certification piece, so you could come away with a certificate at the end of that course, if you want to. It's not mandatory that you do the certification piece, but you will be able to basically go through the process of an evidential medium reading with me, and if I feel like you hit all the steps, then I will give you the certification. It's not based on like how good you are at communicating with spirit, but it's, are you doing the steps? Because it's really important as an evidential medium to be taken seriously. And so I have kind of a very rigid outline of how a reading should be given so that no one's coming back on you and thinking you're some kind of charlatan or fortune teller. So interestingly enough, I'm actually going to be doing tomorrow, I'm going to be writing an essay, the difference between a fortune teller and an evidential medium, and how I know that evidential mediumship is valid, that we are multidimensional. I was actually watching a podcast today, and I actually think the person who was speaking is more of a charlatan than any medium I've ever worked with or psychic I've ever gone to or people I've been involved with. But when he was asked if, he thought he had psychic ability, he kind of went off on psychics, and basically he was describing that old story of what a fortune teller was back in the day, or what a medium was back in the day, where, they were banging the table and they were asking questions and they were doing all the things that, we don't do. We're not putting on a performance, right? When people are coming to you, just like you are tonight, coming to me, right? There's something on your mind that's weighing on you, weighing on your heart, that you're looking to a higher power, right? Your spirit guides for some kind of direction. And I take that very seriously, whether it's pulling cards or, any of the courses and classes that I give, or just, the coaching that I do, or the energy healing that I do, or the personal readings that I do. I take it all very seriously. So I was really kind of like, it just irritates me when that old thought gets brought out in that way on such a very, very, very public, well respected and watched platform. So, um, oh, that's awesome. She's second grandbaby. How exciting. That's so cool. That's so cool. So yeah, so Spiritual 411 is my podcast. So if you're someone that is looking for support, whether it's on your healing journey or your ascension journey, getting into connection with spirit in whatever way that looks for you, definitely check out my podcast, Spiritual 411, on my YouTube channel. And then you can also listen on all the podcast platforms, Spotify, iHeart, and Apple Podcast. So, okay, there's my gripe for the day. I was so irritated, guys. I can't even tell you. I was like, no. Aren't we more evolved than that, right? It's not, it just irritated me. So I'm going to let that go so I can do Tracy's reading. It was actually the reason that I think the first 7 years of me doing readings, like I stayed away from the word psychic. I stayed away from it. It scared me because I knew the connotation, the negative connotation that the word psychic can have. So yeah, that irritated me today. Thank you. All right, Tracy, 4 of Michael. Insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. So some of the chakra colors are on here. It's not all of them, which I think the one that's missing is the sacral. If we use this as yellow instead of orange, that would be solar plexus. So yeah, I think this is your validation that it's time to quiet. When we are growing and evolving, and when we are gaining traction on what it is we want to do, whether it's a desire, a passion, a goal, whatever it is, financial resource, when we feel traction, we get excited, right? And then we go because we're afraid we're going to lose that traction. And then what do we have, right? We're back maybe where we started, but that's not the case. Because with that traction, you gained experience, you gained resource, you gained opportunity, you gained networking, like you gained a lot of things, right? And so this, I feel like Michael is coming in to say you're protected, that the traction you've gained and the strides you've made and the things that are going well, this is your new paradigm. This is your new story. And so whatever fear is chasing you, that's telling you that it could end any day, that things could fall apart tomorrow, the other shoe's going to drop. Like, no, you need to know that you're protected, and it's okay to take a minute. It's okay to take a breath. And honestly, it's through that time off, that meditation or that walk or that nap, right? Whatever it is, that's actually going to get you further in the long run than you continuing to try to strive and drive or push, right? So yeah, this is your validation that, this was one of the hardest lessons for me to learn when I started to get traction, right? I started to get traction, that actually taking time off and rejuvenating myself was going to be way better than trying to push or force anything. And I'm going to give you real world example. Okay. So this week, I didn't really have a whole lot in my book as far as like booked appointments. And, it's middle of the month. I've still got some things to pay for this month. So I was like, maybe I should do this or maybe I should do that. Right. And every time I went to go do those things that would kind of bring in some cash, it was, I don't know. I just didn't feel, I was like, Spirit was like, you don't need to, like, it's okay. You're okay. And I was like, am I? Okay. Okay. Um, and then today I took my walk and I was not halfway, but I was a quarter of the way to a place that would get me the honey that I like. It's all natural honey from around here that's good for allergies and that sort of thing. Local honey wherever you are is always better than generic honey. So I was like, it's a Amish market. I was like, I'll go over to the Amish market, take a little ride. Um, it's about 15 minutes away. It's not close. It's not that far, but just to go get honey, right? Although they have produce and great food and all kinds of stuff. So I knew it'd be a little bit of an adventure for myself. But the old me would have been like, no, you got to go home. You got to sit at your desk. You got to put out the email. You got to do this. You got to do that. You got to post on this. You got to, I would have been like trying to make stuff up, right? But I didn't. I got some coffee, drove over, got my honey, drove back. On the way back, had a conversation with my daughter and granddaughter. I got home, made something to eat, actually ate the salad I bought. And then all of a sudden, the bookings showed up. This one bought a ticket for a course. This one wanted, some coaching. This one wanted, a reading. It was like, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. So because I didn't come home and in my fear-based, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I'm going to put up the email. I'm going to go, I'm going to, do a post. I'm going to do a live. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. No, I went for a ride. I went and bought some honey. And there it was. It showed up. So what I'm saying is one of the biggest lessons in connection to spirit is learning how to trust what they're bringing you. And if you're really stressed out, take a break. And if you really struggle with taking a break, then do a guided meditation. But that's what's going to help the situation more than anything else. All right. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. I know that was a long-winded. I hope you guys don't mind. Marsha, I'm glad you made it too. Welcome, welcome, honey. All right. Miss Cynthia. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're feeling better. All right. All right, Cynthia, that one literally, I don't know, it just kind of jumped. So I'm just going to finish this. And we're going to go with that card. Oh, I like it. Yay. The sun will come out tomorrow. I can't sing. And I don't want to get copyright infringed. So the sun card. Life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and an inspiring success. Archangel Uriel. Archangel Uriel sits next to Archangel Metatron. And when I started channeling Archangel Metatron, very often it was him and Uriel coming through together. So I feel like there's this connection to Archangel Uriel that you have. And if you don't know it, I would say start fostering or building that relationship with him, because I do feel like um, that's part of your message. You know, the Sun card is a positive card, but I'm also feeling like there's this you're welcome, Tracy, absolutely. There's this look at all the gold on this card. That's what I'm being drawn to, all the gold on this card. So I do feel like there's also this connection to Christ consciousness for you coming through. I almost feel like you may be getting an upgrade to your crystalline energy field. And so whatever it is you're being inspired to do, and it's going to be successful. And it may be that you need to be more positive in your thinking or looking at your mental body. You know, what are the prevailing thoughts, or, you know, what are the thought patterns, and is there some kind of cleaning up there you might need to do, okay? But and if maybe you've gotten away from gratitude journaling, maybe get back into that. But I'm definitely feeling like there's some struggle around life is wonderful. And this is kind of the card that's saying it is going to get wonderful, even though maybe you're not quite there yet. But this is where you're headed. See how that unicorn is taking that, well, taking Archangel Uriel, you know, forward. And so, yes, I do feel like you're being guided forward, whatever the inspiration is, and use your mental body to help you. But that you're coming into a season of success. I'm also getting like movement with this card. So I don't know if you're thinking of moving, or if there's something about moving or a discussion of moving. So that might be something that shows up this year for you. But that would be a positive thing. I feel like if that's something that is on your radar or becomes on your radar. Okay. So I hope that resonated. Thank you for being here. Okay. So before we leave, Cynthia, I did want to look up Archangel Uriel. And I kind of know like who they all are, but I always feel like when I find something, when I'm guided to look something up for you guys, it's because there's something that needs to be said that I may not say. Archangel Uriel is known as the angel of wisdom and is often associated with knowledge, illumination, and clarity. His name means God is my light, or fire of God, which interestingly enough, if you look on this card, look at that sun at the top of the card, like beaming down. So yeah, I feel like there's an illumination coming through for you if something feels like unclear. He's recognized in various religion traditions. Don't care about that. Yeah, he's often associated with wisdom, illumination, and guidance. Interesting. So, yeah, something about illumination, I feel like, is part of your message as well. Something being illuminated, or you getting an illumination about something. Some light being shed on. And that, yeah. Take that how that resonates. All right. Thank you for being here, honey. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So let me just. Where does this hour go just between you, me, and the fence post? Where does it go? So yes, if you want to work with me, go to my website, and at the bottom of the homepage are all of the individual sessions. And then if you want to book the coaching with me, you can go to the services page, and that'll take you to the coaching. Or if you do click on the Empower Energy session, it'll come up with plans. And so there's packages there, and it'll take you to the packages. And yes, 10% off right now, either individual Empower sessions or angelic guidance sessions, and 10% off with the code HOLIDAY. Just the word HOLIDAY in the promo code when you go to checkout. I'm positive that we'll get through cold, allergy, sinus infection in short order, like tomorrow. Thank you. You're welcome, honey. I've been considering a move, but not for a year or so. Well, interesting. Yeah, I was kind of feeling it. I was kind of feeling it for you. But yeah, nothing's gotten in a day. And I've had to learn that. Gosh, it's taken me 2 decades, I think. Things don't happen as quickly as we want them to, but they will happen. Especially in divine timing, right? If we can trust divine timing. Hey, Marcia, welcome. It has been a hot minute. I hope you're doing well, and your family, your girls and your mom. All right. What's I got for Miss Marcia? I always think of the Brady Bunch when I see your name, Marcia. And I never watched the Brady, I never watched it. It was actually, maybe it was my time or just before my time. I don't know. I never really resonated with it. All right. All right, 2 cards. 8 of Raphael. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right, a spiritual quest. So Raphael coming through, and then we have King of Gabriel, generous, inspirational, dramatic, driven. Keep your eyes open on the big picture. Leave the details to others. Experience that leads to success. Genuine concern for others. Okay, there's a lot here. All right. So spiritual quest is the thing that I'm really picking up on the 8 of Raphael. So calling in Archangel Raphael to help you kind of release things that are weighing on you, because spirit is trying to communicate with you, and I feel like spirit is trying to guide you and has been for a long time. I think the whole time we've worked together. Because, and this was what I liked about the King of Gabriel coming out with it, is keep your eye on the big picture. So, sometimes we get so bogged down in the day-to-day, right? We get so bogged down in the, I don't want to say trivial, but it's the stuff that we got to do no matter what, right? And your spirit guides are always kind of guiding you towards your purpose or the bigger picture, right? And so that's kind of what I'm feeling for you, that you are a very empathic person. You really care about other people. But are you allowing yourself to do what is right for you, or are you stuck in this paradigm of taking care of others in such a way that it's detrimental to your own purpose, your own health, your own desires, your own goals? And I just feel like calling on Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Raphael to kind of help you to move forward for yourself. And as an empath or an empathic person who really feels other people's suffering and feels other people's heaviness, their burdens energetically, sometimes it can be hard to put yourself first, or put up a boundary with somebody. And I feel like that's what Spirit's asking you to do. The only way that you get kind of over that bridge to where it is you want to go is by putting something behind you. And so, whatever the old burden is, or whatever the old hurt is, the only way forward is to kind of leave that behind you, and, really leaning into this King of Gabriel energy of, divine masculine, being your own authority, standing in your own power, setting that boundary. Yeah, that just it feels like that's what's gonna get you where you wanna go. And, that's not always easy when you're starting on a path, but, that is what I'm feeling is really gonna get you the resource, the abundance that you're really, really desiring, um, wanting. You have the experience. I feel like you have put practices in place that have helped, um, but this genuine concern for others, I feel like is the thing that keeps kind of pulling you back. And so, it's like one step forward, two steps back. And spirit is saying, if you can do what you know is right for you, then this is where you can move forward. And so she says, "This has been such a challenging year, so bad. This year will be much, much better. It's good to know that they are there, and I'm starting to wonder if I was delusional, really." No, honey, you're not delusional. "Just to finish off this awful year, I lost my mom." "Oh, I'm so sorry. I've been setting boundaries and people don't know how to take me, but I'm truly trying." Oh, that's perfect. So this is validation. This is validation. Keep going. Keep trying. Keep working at it. But I'm really sorry about you losing your mom. Um That is such a big one. That is such a big one. So, just know I'm sending you blessings. Thank you for being here. I'm glad you're here. All right. So, yes, 2026. If you've not seen my 111 video that I put up last week on this YouTube channel, honey, go check that out. It's going to be beneficial. Even though we're through the 111 portal, the energies of it, are not gonna be over for, months to come. So if you're someone that's new to my channel and you've not seen my latest video, which is the 111, 2026 or 111 portal, check it out. Definitely check it out. It's got some good stuff there. Oh, I've missed you too. I'm so glad you're back. You found me. I know. 2025 was really wonky, guys, because of the whole like somebody trying to steal my Facebook page and then they limited my use. I had to go through the whole rigmarole of sending them my ID. And then there was this waiting period. And I mean, it's been a whole thing. And so for those of you who that's where your go-to was to find me, I know that it got hard. And so I started up the YouTube channel, got really big on the YouTube, being the core of where I was showing up. But many of you from Facebook, like you didn't transfer over. And I get that. We all have our comfort zone in social media, right? But I'm glad you're here and I'm glad you're all here. And thank you for subscribing. Because of Facebook's rules, they don't like me pulling cards. Those videos really, oh, good, I'm glad you'll check it out. Good, good, good. Yeah, Cynthia, that's really sweet. Prayers for Marsha for sure. But yeah, so, I'm back on Facebook, but the going live, I feel like going forward will probably either be in the group Guidance 311 on Facebook where there's a little more leeway, and then here on YouTube where there's way more leeway. So I'm glad you're all here. If you wanna work with me, again, melissalwatkins.com. And then the events, I'm really looking forward to them. March and April is gonna be so jam-packed. So I'm looking forward to it. So in April or March, it's gonna be the certification weekend with integrated energy therapy. We're gonna do basic Friday night. Saturday will be intermediary. Sunday will be advanced. You'll get attunements all 3 days for all 3 levels. And what's really awesome about it is the students become the clients because we have to practice on someone. So you end up with 2 or 3, sometimes way more than that, IET sessions where you've had an IET, an integrated energy therapy session. And so you get the 9 archangels really in your energy and helping you release those traumas and dramas and helping you to reclaim that authentic person you were as you came into this world before those programs started. The traumas and dramas happened, and we're all here to evolve. We're all here to grow, and that's what integrated energy therapy can help you jettison. That was what I used to get out of my slump. I had done my meditation work. I had done some other energy healing modality, and I felt stuck. I felt like there was this hurdle I couldn't get over, that I couldn't manifest. I still wasn't getting where I wanted to go, and I knew there was something holding me back, and I didn't know what. And it ended up being this huge, 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 huge energetic resentment, the energy of resentment that I didn't know I was holding on to as much as I was, because um, when you've had something happen to you really, really early in life, and then that becomes a predominant energy, that it becomes your comfortable. It's comfortable. It's like that old sweater. It's like you're comfortable with it. And I didn't know that I was wearing it, and that it had to come off before I could move on. And so, integrated energy therapy, to a large extent, is exactly why I'm sitting here with all of you. And so that's why I do the certification weekends, because it's profound. It's profound work, and I use my integrated energy therapy sessions. Um, you can do them alone, stand alone in the Empower Energy session, or you can do them in the coaching package, Empower Me Now, which is 6 months, 9 sessions, coaching and energy work. So we got great things going on here. And so integrated energy therapy as a energy healing modality can be done virtually. The certifications cannot be. So, to get certified, I do have to have you in my physical presence, because integrated energy therapy is trademarked. So there's rules I have to comply with. Um, but yeah, we're gonna do that in March. I'm really looking forward to it. Seats are limited. So if you want a seat, reserve your seat by going, and you can make the first payment installment. Um, and then there's 3 installments, or you can pay up front, however you want to do that. So that is going to be in March, mid-March. We're going to do that. And then in April, we'll do the online. So if you're interested in either one of those, or want more information, head over to my website. And if you still have questions, you can always do the free 15-minute call with me, or you can email me your question, either way. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. It's another successful Tuesday night. We're back in the saddle. So glad you're all here. Thank you so much. And just sending you so many blessings and so much love. I truly am grateful for each and every one of you watching here live, interacting with me, and those of you on the replay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, guys, have a beautiful rest of your night, and we'll talk soon. Namaste. Good night.